Hey guys! You may not know this given the main focus of the channel, but I am actually a huge Ninjago fan. And this year, 2026, Ninjago is commemorating its 15th anniversary. Given that, I wanted to make something surrounding the series and its anniversary this year. So in this video, I'll announce a series of monthly videos in which I will make my own Ninjago story. Each video focuses on a different aspect of the project, and today's episode is about the planning process. Obviously, Ninjago is a huge story with many seasons, so first of all, we have to kind of decide in which era we're gonna place this story in. I think we can pretty easily rule out anything pre-redesigns, because the redesigns are the current ninja designs. So if you put them in the special before they were actually introduced, we're gonna have some massive continuity problems, to say the least. Speaking of which, I obviously really want this special to, be good and have, a good story. But since Ninjago is probably just never gonna end at all, we can't have anything in the special like the universe being destroyed, because if the universe is destroyed, we can't have any future seasons. Alright, that might be a bit drastic, but you get my drift. Trying to fit this thing into the continuity and not have it have any plot holes is absolutely a hassle. So we're gonna have to fit this into somewhere that doesn't really have a lot going on plot-wise. If there's nothing in the timeline where there's anything huge going on, then we can probably fit our story there. That also rules out the Oni trilogy because that era is absolutely stacked. And Master Wu has to be in this special in his old age, which does mean we can't set this between seasons 7 and 9. The Wu thing is also just for a gag at the beginning, but let me just have some fun here. Dragon's Rising is also immediately off the table because that era is absolutely stacked in terms of plot. There's so much going on, so many different storylines, and so much complicated lore that you have to go on Blue Sky to understand the half of it. That does mean that the new characters from Dragon's Rising aren't gonna be here. To compensate, we're gonna have a lot of the side characters though. But not Dareth. I hate Dareth. And also, if Dareth was here, I'd kill him off, but unfortunately I can't because he's in Dragon's Rising, so there's no point in putting Dareth here. But two characters who I actually feel deserve to be part of the core ninja team are Pixel and Skylar, so they're gonna play a role in this special. They're not gonna be main characters or anything, but they are gonna be somewhat important. So we have to find a spot where Master Wu is an SOL, where Pixel and Skylar are available to work with the ninja. So we basically have two options. We can shove it in the middle of the Wild Brain era, or we can put it in between Crystallize and Dragon's Rising. The ninja's elemental powers are also going to be pretty important here, so this can't be set before Quest for the Lost Powers. I already decided where the special was going to be placed years ago, but I'll let you guys figure it out and I'll reveal it at the end of the video. So, since the story is going to be commemorating the 15th anniversary, I do want it to have something to do with time. No, not the hands of time, not even elemental time in general, just time. So I took some inspiration from the Anaconda cultists, and basically the villain group of this special is gonna be a group that worships time. And that's kind of their whole thing. Their vehicles are also gonna be covered in clocks and time motifs. But as always, we can't have just villain sets, no, because LEGO hates villain sets. And Nia sets. We gotta have ninja sets too. Except there are some ninja that are way more grossly underrepresented than others. Nia hasn't gotten her own set since 2023. What even was the set that she got in 2023, you may ask? The Evo Dragon. Cole has also been pretty neglected throughout the years. He hasn't gotten an actual well-sized dragon that is for him since 2011. Yeah, literally the first year of Ninjago ever. Sure, he got an Evo Dragon in Core a few years ago, but that was terrible, so it doesn't count. Nia, the water ninja, has only ever gotten one water vehicle ever. Granted, it was the Water Strider, which is an awesome set, but it was still in 2017. She's also never gotten a car, at least not one that's actually themed after her. At the very least, Cole is basically the king of cars. I mean, he has so many cars and bikes. I guess being the Ninja of Earth does mean you have to have a lot of land vehicles, but it's still a lot. Realistically, though, we are never going to escape from Kaimex, tricycles, bikes, cars, transforming plant pots, walking fridges. Anyway, I'm gonna make one set for each and every ninja, so each ninja gets at least one vehicle. Though, of course, not every single one is gonna be its own set. One set's gonna have 2 ninja vehicles, one set's gonna have a ninja vehicle and a side build of a villain vehicle, and one set's gonna have a ninja vehicle as a side build to a villain set. But wait, a package just arrived in the mail. Yeah, these are some pieces that I bought just to complete all of these sets because I haven't bought a ton of Ninjago sets in many years, so I don't have a lot of those recent molded pieces, and they are going to be pretty much essential to giving any of these sets a true Ninjago feel. I also bought some Star Wars minifigures, but that's not really pertinent to this video at all. I don't really have anything else to say, so please just enjoy the recording. By now, I've already figured out all of the sets, so I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of each one, starting with a set name, a price point, and a minifigure selection. Every single set will also have a base that is akin to the Ninjago Legends sets, except without the big black round pieces. So each set will have like a base with terrain and a little bit of stuff going on, and then you're going to be able to put the vehicle or whatever comes in the set onto that base. I would have figured out how to make all of the bases connect, but since the vehicles are all going to pretty much overhang outside of the bases, it's just going to create a ton of empty space on most of them, and I really don't want that. And all of the bases are going to be set in Hiroshi's Labyrinth because that's an area where we are going in this special. Also, please appreciate the teaser poster, it took me a long time to make. Alright, here's all the sets. Lloyd's Greenblade and Jay's Shock Cycle for $37 with Chrono Lloyd, Chrono Jay, a Subar Warrior, and a Kabuki Thug. Next up is the Subar Chain Bike for $30 with a Subar Driver and Chrono Cole. Then we have Zane's Frozen Quad Ambush for $40 with Chrono Zane, Pixel, and 2 Subar Warriors. And then we have Nia's Wavemobile for $55 with Chrono Nia, Chrono Kai, Skylar, a Subar Samurai, and a Kabuki Thug. Then we have Thunderbolt, the NRG Dragon, for $80 with Chrono Lloyd, Chrono Zane, a Subar Warrior, and a Subar Samurai. Next up we have Kai's Titan Mech versus the Subar Street Raider Mech for $150 with RX Kai, Chrono J, Master Wu, a Subar Driver, a Subar Samurai, a Subar Warrior, and the Kabuki Thug. And then, quite literally yesterday, a rumor came out for a set called Twin Titan Mechs to be releasing in May 2026 or something like that, with 1,707 pieces, and I cannot imagine what else that set could be than a Kai and Nia Titan Mech in one set. Why do they keep screwing me over like this? I literally spent a month trying to build this thing. And I spent like $30 on pieces to try and finish it, and then in 6 months it's gonna be completely useless. Well, do take that information with a grain of salt, but still, the probability is high. The final set here is the Subar Temple of Stolen Time for $170 with Chrono Cole, Chrono Nia, Chrono Kai, Chrono Lloyd, a Subar Warrior, a Subar Samurai, and Lord Sagruna. Plus 2 secret minifigures that I won't reveal until we get to that set in November. Oh, and in case you haven't already figured it out by now, the special is set between Crystallized and Dragon's Rising. Bye, guys!